What it do? This is the perfect video to get you to understand how to make this woman chase you. I'm gonna get into being mysterious, being that guy that is such a secret, such a big secret. Not only she has to keep you a secret from her girls because they're gonna want a piece of you, which she won't keep you a secret. You know, girls always go and run and tell. Yes, they do kiss and tell, but backtrack the secrets that you keep away from her that makes her literally go and chase you for more answers, chase you to get what she needs to know. She needs to know more things about you, and honestly, the chase really will continue to grow. You'll see the little bits of maybe her sneaking around, trying to see what you're about, trying to see what you're up to. You'll see actually a lot of that, but then you'll see gradually how it grows instantly to a real chase. Okay, so fellas, give this video a huge thumbs up. It helps your girl so much, you know, get that algorithm going. You gotta help your girl out. And fellas, if you do not know, your girl does have a Patreon. All right, so there's a whole lot of videos on there that you'll never see on here. Make sure you check it out, and I'm gonna be dropping on there actually today, so check it out. All right, y'all. So fellas, let's get to the actual discussion. Becoming mysterious. All right, this is gonna be all about becoming, and this is gonna be a part 2, and I'll add some more obviously in that part 2. Y'all gotta let me know right now you want the part 2, or obviously whatever else videos, or wait a little bit, keep watching. But becoming that mysterious guy that she wants to know all the answers, or needs to know the answers about. What you build up to this woman is not having no clue what she could expect next. So sometimes when a woman meets you, well, actually, the truth is, when she meets you, she's already bored. A lot of times women have to get excited by things that are different things that she's not used to. She has to get excited knowing that, okay, you know what? This behavior of yours has always been chase. And it's not even about money and status no more. I'm not even talking about that in this video. Y'all know what's up about that. But now we know, me and you both, she does definitely, but we all know that when it comes down to your emotions, right? You get so attached and you have to show it. You give it all up. So a lot of times, this is another form of you guys lying to yourselves. Your actions are telling you loudly, okay, you know what? Becky, you know, I'm giving Becky. I was really gonna go back to Veronica. Had to chill. I was gonna say a different name, but let's do Becky, right? Okay, so y'all gotta get now when it comes down to, yes, Becky, Veronica, gotta throw it in there. But when it comes down to her with this chasing, as it grows, but yet if it's gonna grow, the chase has started down to the facts of, okay, this guy has held everything back that normally a guy is willing to just tell me. This guy has made it so difficult without even showing or trying. So basically what's happening is that the lies that you guys have told yourselves, yes, obviously it's a problem. But when you guys actually get her to chase and she has mysteriousness built up in her, she's really not feeling this, she's so curious. When you have this built up in her, it's the truth of what you feel actually coming out. So it's kind of just like finally when you guys get it right, whether it's going to be, yes, you have to say no contact, or ghosting, or ignoring, or there's going to be any of those 3. You still have to understand that a woman sees right through you when you actually say that you are not so invested. That you say that, you know, you're this guy that I do have this going on, and yeah, I view myself this way, and I view myself this way because this is actually my lifestyle. So I'm trying to say to you guys, first things first is the steps that you're really taking to show how much you're really not that guy. Now, if you want this woman to really grow this chasing or wanting to go after you, how is she, get it like this, how is she growing this interest when she knows your feelings are there based on your actions? Every single time, and I put the romantic feelings. Every single time when you say, okay, well, I'm ready to just completely be, and this is not also, once again, about money. It could be going back into the things that you used to like, right? I talked about hobbies recently. I talked about mingling. I talked about being active, right? So it could be sports. It could be gym. Yes, we know this, but it could also just be doing things with your boys. I said your boys, and I'm sure some of you guys don't spend so much time hanging out or seeing your boys more than these girls. Now that you're so attached, you're thinking about what can I do? What can I do next? So this chase is not gonna grow, and you have this mysterious building in her, because now she has to figure out, why have you changed your behavior to becoming a guy that doesn't want to have her part of any of this and make it easy? So when she was bored in the beginning, when she first met you, already we know you gotta excite her. You gotta be different. You gotta stand out. And you obviously already have to do the basics. Start off with the basics and change. But when you now change her to get excited and the mysterious now built in, the difference now is that you got another, okay, I made it click to her that I'm not really about her no more. Now, one thing that fellas don't get is that your emotions and your actions, they're gonna be your best friends. As in, if your emotions are gone and you bring your actions in and you show her that, okay, well, this chasing has to happen because this emotion aspect that she thought she had control over is thrown out the window because you don't even have it available. You don't make it available to her. When you have that, now when a woman looks at you, it's not none of this capping and lying that I was saying that you guys will do to yourself no longer. It's now it speaks, yes, and now it's for herself. When she's looking at you, she completely understands that the capping is not capping. So yes, women know and see you for exactly what you are. But the most important part is that when things do change and then she actually sees that this is really the life that you live, then there is no games to be played. And that's because now you take that out of your life. So you make the moves, as in you take out the things that need to be taken out and you make room for what makes sense to be in. So it's the same thing in your life when you start transforming to become a high value man. If you're really on your goal, your purpose, that's going to happen, right? You're going to have all this stuff happen that women want you to have going on to want you. Okay, that's one point. But then when we move on and now you're going after chasing everything, and then she's seen in the beginning, that's not something that you were really about, right? But now the emotion aspect is out, so she can't get a strong hold. And now, oh, this is the worst part. And now your life goes on, and now you get tapped into, all these other things that completely distract you in a good way, and also things that are changing you and are beneficial, all sorts of stuff. But it's like, it's coming into your life. So that's like another way you can view it. It's like, as things just come closely or just jump into your life, as your life continues to grow, and this is how your life is moving. You're moving closer to this stuff. Your actions are, I'm chasing my goals, and you know what? I can't let you be tapped in. I don't want you to be tapped in. You can't know none of this stuff. Either she's putting a hold on you, or she should just flat out obviously not know. But once you're tapped in on this, you're growing, you're climbing this mountain. That's how it's working. So at the top, y'all, and this is how you guys are viewing women when you put her on a pedestal. At the top, y'all put her on that pedestal and get your lube, y'all, because hey, after you get her coming back, or if you have other women, let's say you guys are going out now and maybe you find a cute girl or a girl you really like and you'll spend some time with her, you need it clutch, y'all. It's chocolate mint and there is natural as well. So y'all check it out. That link, the links actually are in the bio. Y'all can get just one or both. But backtrack, let me just say this. The mountain that you're climbing, if you take her out the pedestal and all the stuff that I just mentioned that basically can build up mysteriousness, actions that you can take to change those things to make her curious. If that's at the top of your mountain, the chase you're going after, right? The chasing that you're doing, I mean to say, after those things, it's like you go this way, the magnet is this way, but unfortunately, when you go this way for her, unfortunately, she has to gravitate towards you. That's how it works with women. I'm telling you, it's like when they say opposites attract, this is how opposites start happening when you're climbing up the mountain. And instead, this whole time, y'all put her either at the pedestal, climb towards her, or let's say this, another way y'all could really, really get this, give this video a big thumbs up. But another way y'all can really get this is that you're actually at the top of the mountain. You can view yourself as that guy, you're doing well. But now she's at the bottom and, she got you convinced. She got you feeling like, okay, you know what? You should come from the top to the bottom. This is where there's no mysteriousness going on. Your emotions, when she's down here at the bottom of the mountain and you're at the top, your emotions is like this close to her face. No, you're saying to yourself, I'm at the top. So how could she feel this way or know this much about my emotions? She could see the tears right through you. She could see your face expression changing. Or, you know what, when she tells you, I'm not coming up there, I'm not meeting you halfway, you got to come down there. She could see that you're slowly getting to the, well, okay, I'll do that. That's fine. She could definitely see it all. So then when you guys, this is the other example, when you guys see her at the bottom and she gets you convinced, she gets to your head, and y'all can't get the mysteriousness going on. She doesn't know how you feel. All this ambition and purpose that you're supposed to have at the top, be fulfilled with that. Instead, you're ignoring it, and it's all right behind you, right? Y'all don't want to go chase after that instead, right? So now you're going down the hill, you're going down the mountain. And that is how a lot of you guys are living this life with women. So back to those examples that I tell you, you'll always be stuck in the same circle and cycle with women. Now I can give you this whole new example of you'll be stuck in this on this mountain with women. And actually not on this, you'll be at the bottom of the mountain with her, if we use the second example, right? So y'all, and this is a great example, also viewing it as in she's bringing you down. Let that one sink in. Why do you guys think sticking by her side is only or is supposed to or is gonna bring you upwards? When you guys see that ever since you've been invested, it's been downhill, rolling down. So this is the point of understanding what is the reality, what is actually in front of me. I'm not a guy that's unknown. I'm not a guy that doesn't cover nothing. I'm not a guy that even has emotions that I can control, that even will hide half of what I feel. That's the truth of it. I'm not a guy that could actually choose to wake up in the morning, the next day, go to work, even though I just went through a heartbreak and she really got me in my feelings the last night, right? She got you in your feelings and you just couldn't sleep, right? You're going to tell yourself, okay, well, you know what? I had to cope with it this way, but I got to bounce back and go harder. And then the chase comes in when those emotions slide out, those things come in, those new lifestyles that you're living. I mean, the new lifestyle that you have, but the new things that come in with it, all that starts shifting when you want that for yourself. And it's only going to happen when you stop going down the hill because of her. So you see, once you start looking upwards and obviously take her out completely off this mountain, aka pedestal, whatever, and then you start shifting your focus upwards, her staying down here is only going to be her yelling at you, screaming at you, wanting more from you, going back, or not going back. I was going to say screaming to the top of her lungs, but saying whatever it is, getting to you. And this is how real it gets. Some woman at the bottom of the mountain, one piece comes off. Y'all know how it's going to go. The next, everything got to be tight on her, short, showing more. So this is what's going to start happening when you see certain stories, certain times when you see her out in public, when it's like, okay, she's trying to get your attention. And this is obviously not always, off the bat, you got to assume she's trying to. Sometimes she wants to actually look good. But this is where you pay attention to, well, has she been watching your story? Has her friends been watching your story? Has she been pulling up to events that she never been there before? Has she been really active more in other people's lives that are connected to you that she never been active in before? Those are all the things you start literally looking into or noticing, or you have to pay attention to, that shows, that proves that she is now really ready to chase you, or there's something growing in her that is going to be the chase. So it's just like all those things y'all honestly overlook, but not only overlook, if y'all can take her out and then climb up the mountain and stay at the top where you're fulfilled, where you're trying to fulfill whatever, you'll have her now have to start climbing up this mountain herself. This is where the chase gets so real. She knows you are not coming down. And I'm going to talk about this whole analogy, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to talk about this in a different video, or I'll probably bring it up here and there. Same way, I bring up certain stuff just to remind you. But I like this one a lot because I feel like this is a great way for you guys to understand, or you guys should already be understanding. Leave your questions down below. Once again, give this video a big thumbs up. But now with her climbing up the mountain, and y'all, my camera's about to die. I'm so sorry about that. At least we can continue. I had to squeeze this video in. But it was supposed to be like 10:30, 14 minutes, not bad. It was going to be like that. We'll get it to like 15, 16. So let me just wrap up. When she starts climbing up this mountain, okay, this is where the chase really begins. She has no choice because she knows you're not coming down. And what's the only option? Her reaching you. So it's kind of just like the harder you do no contact, the harder you do anything else that I've been saying to do with the process of her not knowing, what's going on, all that stuff, the more she's going to have to climb up this mountain. The tougher it's going to even be for her. The more she has to, honestly, the truth of the matter is, get that, you know what? this mountain is not gonna move. You're not gonna come off the mountain. So if she wants you, or if this ego has to be fulfilled, it's gonna be her coming up that mountain to fulfill it at the top of the mountain once she reaches you. And the sad truth of it is that she knows, and this is where you guys don't even know, she knows it's actually not completely fulfilled until she comes back and she knows she still has you. So, some of you guys also will let her come back, right? Y'all would tell her, okay, you know what? Come back into my life. But when she gets there, and y'all, I mentioned this one here and there too to help you. But when she gets there, it's sealed for her to know that, man, you just couldn't come down that mountain the one time, but you just had a good day for yourself. I know next time you'll come down. So it's kind of like she comes back, the mysteriousness disappears. There's no, this is what's really like the new you, the guy that really keeps everything on the low but makes things happen. The guy that I don't know much about, and he keeps a lot to himself, but everything speaks out. So you see where I'm going with that? I just want to get y'all, I want y'all to get that. She gets you. She sees you. So when she is like intimidated or sees another guy that's mysterious, and she's actually acting like, oh, wow, I actually do want him. Or, all these different types of things, letting her girl know, being a little thirsty, only to her girl. You guys won't obviously know. When she's doing all those things, it's because she's letting him know. Based on my emotions, which I run by my emotions, I actually find you attractive for these reasons. You know what? My actions are telling me right now, oh, yep, I'm into you because of these reasons. Look at you. Look at what just happened, right? So it's like read between the lines, but it's not as difficult if you just analyze how she's treating you. The chasing will start, and then you'll see that, okay, well, this is what, I had to do before and all that stuff. So it's like, catch on, fellas. You got to. And once you get it going, you should have been getting chased by her. That's how y'all have to start viewing it. Maybe that'll help you guys get her to even get to the point of trying to reach out or something. Okay, fellas? So I'm going to leave this video at this. It's pretty long already. You see, this is how it goes. But I love doing my part 2s anyways. And like I said, this exact example, analogy, whatever, I'll literally talk about it in a different video. I'm going to write it down right now to talk about this and that to add on. So just let me know if you want the part 2s, what other videos per usual. If you haven't though, giving this video a big thumbs up. Y'all know to do that. Helps me out so much. And fellas, get your consultation going to talk to me, and definitely get your lube. It's down below. Click those links, fellas. Y'all will see me in my next video. Bye, y'all.